Hello, good morning. Welcome to the M Show. Today I am with Tavia Rogerson, and we will be talking about living green. Do you know how many chemicals you have in your house? Do you realize how toxic some products are in your life? Tavia will help us realize how terrible it can be for our health. Hello, Tavia.
Hello, Medge. How are you?
Very good, and you?
Good, thank you.
I was really amazed by your last presentation. That's why I wanted absolutely for you to share with us on YouTube. So please enlighten us. We need it.
Okay, perfect. Happy to. Well, thank you so much for inviting me on to share a little bit about, I've been focusing on educating people for the last 4 years, really, on the importance of what we use in our day-to-day lives. So if I kind of bring you back a little bit, about 10 years ago, I have two young girls. So I really started focusing on my health, more so on what I was putting in my body, right? So how I eat, exercising, all those things. But I didn't realize until about maybe 4 or 5 years ago how important, if not more important, all the products that we have in our homes that we use on our skin, on our face, on our hair, especially as women, how harmful they can really, really be to our health. So when you learn, you do better, right? You buy better, you make better choices. And so I quickly shifted and pivoted more into this greener lifestyle, really focusing on reducing the chemical overload that we have in our homes, just to live an overall better, healthy life.
Yes, because I think we don't realize that we think about eating, drinking, well, we are careful about all that. However, we wear nail polish, we wear makeup, we
Mhm.
wash our hair, we use soap, and the skin is the biggest organ that we
That's
have.
right. That's right.
And we breathe. We don't realize that in the home we are breathing the air or all the products that we use on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I love it that you said it. Your skin is your largest organ. Most people don't know about that. So it's almost like imagine when you're anything you drink, and consume, you should be able to put on your skin because your body is ingesting it. So what are the ingredients in those products? And that's what I love to bring awareness to. So
So I know that you have during your presentation you have a nice slide where you were. It was visual. I'm very visual. I love this.
me too.
And so, can you show us some of this information that are really priceless that we should know about?
Absolutely. All right. Well, first, I want to really focus on this screen right here. This is a really, really powerful share here. And this isn't something I created, it's out there. It's definitely out there for the public to see. But most people, when you talk to them about up leveling the quality of products that they're using and make them aware of all the chemicals and harsh ingredients, they'll say something like, oh, well, I'm already buying clean or I'm already buying green, or they'll mention some of these big companies that are marketed really well. For instance, Burt Bees, Seventh Generation, Tom's of Maine, Native, to say a few great companies. But what the general public doesn't know is that the majority of these great companies have been bought out by what I like to call the big four. And the big four are the chemical companies, Clorox, Unilever, Colgate Palmolive. And the question that comes to my mind, and I hope your mind as well, is, what are these big chemical companies going to do with natural products? That's
Mm.
not who they are, right? They focus on profitability and their bottom line and using the cheapest unsafe ingredients to just sell volume. That's the opposite mission of natural green companies. So it really leaves a lot of like discrepancies and concerns over what are they going to do to the integrity of those products. And most people don't know about that. So I think it's really, really, really important to focus on a list of what I like to say no ingredients. And this is a great visual as well that really just shows, again, those ingredients that are in everyday products that we are using from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. Things like whether you wear a lot of makeup or just a little bit of makeup, your blush, you mentioned it, your nail polish. Well, we're down here in Florida. We are, surrounded by sunscreen, beach, that lifestyle, people protecting their skin, but not with the right ingredients. Shampoo, right? Everyone brushes their teeth and washes their hair. So what are the ingredients in these products that we're using? Mascara, lipstick. Ladies, did you know that the number one ingredient in lipstick is lead, and formaldehyde is a secondary ingredient?
Ah,
Those are endocrine disruptors. They are horrible for our body. They really wreak havoc on our health. All these extra fragrances that are not needed in our body lotions. And, most people know about deodorants, but they don't think about all the other things. So I think it's really, really important to recognize that.
You talk about deodorant. I've been using for the last maybe 15 or 17 years the same deodorant. But
Mhm.
before I was using something, and suddenly I begin to have like kind of swollen under my arm.
Oh,
And
wow.
someone told you, oh my gosh, it might have aluminum. And it was a big thing about aluminum. So, of course, I look for something without aluminum. But you know what I love to say? When in the paper, the description, you have words that you don't understand, you
Mhm.
cannot read them because they I tell myself, but why are they putting this word? Because we don't even know what
Right.
it is. I avoid.
Exactly.
I avoid. That's it.
Exactly. And it's hard because we don't have a lot of options out there, right? I mean, it's very difficult. Typically, greener, safer products are so expensive. They're becoming easier to find, but again, they're so expensive. And when these are things you're using day in and day out, it becomes really costly. And we know right now, especially in the economy, I mean, people don't have extra money to spend on better quality products. It's hard. People are just trying to get by day to day, let alone now have to worry and spend, $15 on an all natural deodorant. You know what I mean? It can be difficult, but the intention is good, but sometimes it's hard to find that in someone's budget for it.
Yes, and also we know that I know that you have a small business like me, so I buy made in America, made in Mexico, made in Canada. I try to
Right.
buy in my market, local market, I will say.
Right.
I shouldn't
Absolutely.
say I try to buy, I buy because my customers are
Yeah.
here. So why I will
That's
go
right.
somewhere else
That's
without doing
that's
any
right.
politics, right? Without
That's right.
talking about things deeper, it's important to use your markets because they make you live.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, speaking about that, I totally agree. I mean, buying local, buying within your country, I think is very, very important for multiple reasons. We won't get into those conversations, but it
Yes.
all really stems back to the source of the ingredients, the source of the manufacturing. And there's a lot of regulations, though. I say that, but there's a lot of regulations that need to be considered that North America, I will say, doesn't have in place in comparison. I know this is a big favorite of yours, to Europe. So Europe has really high standards, and we hear about EU, an E standard rating. So I pulled up some stats that I really that were really really interesting. Basically, I won't go through all of them for sake of time, but the personal care market, the beauty industry, is one of the most unregulated in the market, meaning in really anything goes. They don't have to follow a lot of rules, and it's that's what is really really dangerous to all of us. This is the biggest one I want you to focus on. Ingredients such as parabens, formaldehydes, triclosans, phthalates, these are commonly used in beauty products, and these ingredients cause irritation, increase in risk of cancer, and they disrupt our hormones. This is something to really really pay attention to.
So
And
yeah. So sorry, people don't know, but formaldehyde, they use that for people who are dead.
of course, to preserve the
So
body,
preserve
absolutely.
the body. So think about it.
Mhm.
They put that in your lipstick, in your mascara, on your cream, for your hair. What it
Right.
does to a body, you are alive.
Exactly. Exactly. Because going back to what you said, your skin's your biggest organ. Your body's ingesting this. What is it doing with it? It doesn't know where to go. So we have these endocrine disruptors, and this is wreaking really havoc on your body. And so how it works is these disruptors, they physically resemble the chemical of a natural hormone in your body. So they're tricking your body. And so your body absorbs these disruptors, right? So think about every time you're washing your hair, every time you're brushing your teeth, every time you're using these products, your body's being tricked into absorbing these chemicals. Your body is confused. So I get really excited and I get behind something called an E rating, a European standard rating. So if you take nothing else from this, take this. So the EU, so the European Union, they have prohibited the use of almost 1,400 substances in chemical products. They don't allow it. They don't allow it on their shelves because they know the dangers that it poses. But the United States specifically has banned and restricted only 11 of those ingredients. And I believe Canada is about 130. So that is a far cry, and they're not doing enough to keep us safe with the products that we're really using.
To talk about food, 2 seconds. When I came here, I was surprised by the size of the product. We used to buy in Europe, the Coke was big like that. And in America, they were huge.
Right.
So that was a concern. But after, the thing that I was almost shocked, it's to see medicine on TV or in the supermarkets
Right.
selling free all these
Right.
products that medicines that
Absolutely.
you are not supposed to take. It's auto medication, and you know where it's go, right?
Absolutely. So, if we go one step further, we talked about our skin being the organ, but let's focus on how all these products affect our lungs. Okay. So think about the last couple of years. What has been the sole focus? It has been our immune system, our respiratory system. And so this was a study, this is an independent study that was done. And it was a 20-year study. It's a third-party study. And they tested over 6,000 people, and they wanted to see the effects that national brand cleaning products, so household products, what were they doing to people's health? Now, this was even before 2020, when people were over sanitizing, over cleaning, over spraying. You can only imagine the results now, but the 20-year study showed this. It showed that just by using a national brand cleaning product as little as 1 time a week, it affected a person's lung capacity as much as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day would. That's really, really scary. I mean, I don't know about you. I don't smoke. I'm pretty sure you don't either.
I don't.
For anything, but I know the dangers and risks associated. Why would I do that to my body? And so imagine now you're just cleaning your home, disinfecting it for your family, and you're doing more damage than smoking would do to your lungs. But guess what? It doesn't just affect you. Who's in your house, right? Do you have aging parents? Do you elderly, small children? Do you have animals? Right?
Animals,
This is
yes.
affecting everyone. I know we both love our fur babies. This is affecting everyone in our home. Again, something that people don't realize. So we just love to draw attention to this, and like I said, just educate that we have to do better. We have to find better products that are safer, more effective for our households, made in America, like I said, but without compromising on the quality and the ingredients and the standards.
Yes. And yes, thank you so much, Tavia, because I think it's absolutely important for people to understand that we are not selling something here. We want you to hear what we learn. We did our homework. We share with you because it's important for you to realize that you have to be careful if you care about not only yourself, but your family, your
That's
pet.
right. That's right. Absolutely. So I put up this little quick slide here as we close, and I just invite you to shop, if you're not already, a no list. And a no list, I think we all have a list, right? Let's make it a no list. Let's have that, that that we're not going to compromise on this. We do not want products that have chlorine bleach in them, that have ammonia in them, that have phthalates. Half these things you might not be able to say. It's okay. Okay. Look for products that say free of, no, or does not include, no phthalates, triclosan, phosphates, parabens. That's a familiar term that we're hearing a lot. Parabens, right? You don't want abrasives. You don't want for that word formaldehydes, disinfectants, right? And I want you to think about this last thing: childproof caps. Think about it. Childproof caps. If something has a childproof cap on it, why? Because
Don't
it's
use it.
dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous,
Yeah.
right? So, and every product that the normal household is using has a childproof cap on it. Why? To, prevent litigation, right? Lawsuits, all things like that. So I invite you to shop where these are not compromised and where these things are not used. So as we close out, Medge and I do have a resource that we go and we purchase this no list from for our households, American company and manufacturer. Everything's made right here in the US, and American made, more affordable than what you're buying right now out there, more value for your dollar, that's safer for your home, and right to your door with online shopping. So we're going to go ahead and drop a resource down below for you that we invite you to fill out, so one of us can get back to you and just provide you with the information so you can make the choice for your family.
Yes. Thank you so very much. Tavia, it was like the first time that I heard you, I was like, wow, that is important. I am picky. I'm careful about what I eat, what I have at home, but you went a step further and with more studies, and I absolutely love that. And I hope you love that also. You appreciate what we had with Tavia today. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think you will come back to tell us more about
I would love to.
Living Green.
Absolutely. Would love to. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thanks for having me.
Keep stay safe and still try to live the greener that you can and the healthier that you can. See you
Absolutely. Soon. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.